I had just started a summer job where I was basically a custodian cleaning classrooms in preparation for the upcoming school year. My dad worked for the town's district, so he was able to get me this job. I was the youngest one there as I'm only 20, and there are a handful of people who worked with me. They were usually off doing other tasks like waxing the floors or covering up foul writing on the walls with paint. The schools were completely empty besides the staff who was cleaning. Things were going fine for my first couple of weeks. For the most part, I was on my own wiping down desks and dusting while listening to music. It was nice, and I enjoyed not having someone on my ass all day telling me what to do. After I had finished cleaning the middle school, the head custodian had sent me and another woman, we'll call Karen, who was my co-worker, to go start cleaning the high school. She was a slacker who'd often go out to smoke cigarettes, but was a really nice lady. She didn't really care what I did and always was off doing whatever she wanted. So yeah, basically I was alone. Again, I didn't mind because I liked the freedom, but I was taking up the bulk of the work. A few days had gone by and I finished cleaning a couple hallways. It was time to move to the basement where the robotics and woodworking classes were. I didn't think anything of it until I got down there. I noticed light was peeking through under the doorway of the classroom. The window of the class were covered with shades. I found this really odd since it was summer and no one was in the building besides Karen and I. I walked over and peeked in the door window. The lamp was on at the desk, but no one was. I proceeded to knock, and no answer. After turning the knob, I realized the door was locked, so I used my key to open the door. A musty smell flooded my nose. I decided to scope out the room. Maybe someone had forgotten to turn off the lamp or something. I disregarded that idea when I noticed a computer at the teacher's desk was on. The screen looked weird. I'd never seen this layout before. The website was all black with red writing on it. It also had a chat box. I didn't have time to read the chat because a sudden voice came from the doorway. "Can I help you?" It was a man, maybe in his early 40s, about 6 feet. Sorry. I'm just cleaning the classrooms and I didn't know if anyone was in here," I said in an embarrassed tone. "Ah, so I see. Well, I appreciate that, but don't worry about it in here. I'm working on a few things, so sawdust is gonna get everywhere again after you clean anyways." He said this in a very strange way, like he was hiding something. He walked over, sat at his desk while closing the browser. "Okay, no problem." I then proceeded to the door. "Wait, can I ask you a favor?" he said in a delirious way. Yeah, sure." I didn't really know what he was about to ask, and I couldn't find myself to say no. I just wanted to get out of there as I was already kinda creeped out. I had this, petition. It's to get more funding for the school, like art and woodworking. He sounded so uncertain, as if he made that up on the spot. Sure. I paused for a moment when he handed me the paper. It only had 2 other names on it. The petition required a full name, phone number, email, and address. I immediately felt uncomfortable, but I didn't know how to decline, so I just added my information. Thank you so much, dear. You have a beautiful bone structure, by the way, he said in such a creepy way. Huh, thanks. I grabbed my cleaning supplies and sped out of there. After that experience, I didn't really put much thought into it. Yes, he was creepy, but I didn't really have much evidence to persuade myself that he was out to get me or something. Until I started running into him throughout the school. It became pretty frequent. It's as though he was watching me. Now I was concerned. I dismissed it because he'd just smile at me or wave as if I knew him or if I saw him. Maybe I was overreacting. I mean, he was a teacher there after all, but still, my gut was telling me something wasn't right. Weeks went on and I started to notice him less and less. I only had a few more weeks at this job and then back to college I go. One day, the boss let everyone out early since it was almost 100 degrees. I got home and decided to hang out with some friends. It was a group of us, about 5 or 6. My boyfriend's brother joined us this time, which was unusual since he's not really a social person. He is really into technology, so he's always on his computer, which he built himself. He's also good at hacking and stuff like that. Anyways, that day he told me he needed to talk to me, and it was serious. I was conceited because we weren't close, so it must have been legit. He brought me into my friend's living room and pulled out his laptop. To my surprise, he was on the deep web. So, you're up for the bid on the deep web. He hesitated. Wait, what? I knew how the deep web worked. I would often listen to horror stories, but I'd never been on it. So how would my info be out there? And it suddenly clicked. The web page matched the one I saw in the classroom a month back. I had also given my info to that guy. My heart felt like it dropped to my stomach. I explained this to my boyfriend's brother, and he advised me to call the police immediately, which is what we did. They did an investigation on the teacher and found the activity on his computer. Not only that, but he had several girls' information along with pictures, and some of the girls were minors as well. There was also a wooden contraption they found in his home in which he probably made in the shop. He probably planned to use it on some of those girls, or even me. I was disgusted, but relieved that he was caught. I often wonder what would have happened if the page was never discovered. Would he have kidnapped me? Or killed me? I don't know, and I don't want to know. I changed my number and moved since the incident. I hope people learn from this and never give their personal information out